Grand Teton National Park. Beautiful in the summer, breathtaking in the winter under a blanket of fresh snow. Often overshadowed by its neighbor Yellowstone, it really shines in the winter once Yellowstone closes for the season. In this video, we're going to show you everything you need to know to have a great time at Grand Teton in the dead of winter, as well as pit Grand Teton against the Grand Canyon to see which park boasts the greatest winterscape. I've always said that winter road trips are a double-edged sword, particularly in destinations such as the Northern Rockies. The landscapes are breathtakingly spectacular under a fresh blanket of snow.
Spectacular countryside up here.
But it's the other edge of that sword where you start to run into problems.
So one of the downsides about road tripping through Idaho and Wyoming in the middle of February is that you have to deal with winter weather, which we do today, and I-80, which I may or may not have to go on later today, is currently closed across pretty much the eastern half of Wyoming. But I do have a route picked out that does not go on it, so I'm hoping that's going to be okay. And the weather's clearing out. It should be reopened by the time we get down there, but who knows? We'll see when we get down there.
Thankfully, here in northern Wyoming, the weather gods are watching out for us. The forecast for Grand Teton National Park, nothing but clear skies and sunshine. But before we get to the park, we've got to first get over Teton Pass, an 8,500-foot mountain pass with some of the steepest grades in the United States. In the winter, weather conditions are erratic and unpredictable even in the best of times. The ascent up the pass starts out easy, but not surprisingly, it's short-lived. Before long, we've got the accelerator on the floor and we can't muster more than about 25 to 30 miles per hour. And even after shifting into low gear, we're still losing speed. With no easy alternate route available, we need to find a way to make it over the pass. Finally, we make it to the summit of Teton Pass, but we're not out of the woods yet. We still have to make the steep descent down into Jackson, Wyoming on roads that are notorious for black ice and slippery snowpack.
So if we're going to enter Grand Teton National Park into the battle for the Grandest Winterscape, we need to give it a formidable opponent. And I don't think there could be a better opponent than to pit it up against one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. So let's go back in time to January of 2017 on a winter adventure I took up to Grand Canyon.
If I told you that getting to the Grand Canyon in a whiteout blizzard would be easy, well, I'd be lying to you, especially when you learn that that road you're looking at, that's Interstate 17. It's a long, hard slog through brutal conditions and desolate landscapes. But with great effort comes great reward. When you finally reach that south rim and set your eyes on that snow-covered canyon, the beauty of such an incredible winter wonderland will leave you speechless. Even though it's best known for its world-class skiing, the town of Jackson, Wyoming is also the gateway to Grand Teton National Park. From downtown, head north for about 5 or 10 minutes and you'll be inside the park.
I'm pretty sure that the best photo ops for Grand Teton are a little bit further down the road, kind of looking back at the mountains that way from the north. But we'll see.
In the winter, only the main highway is open, but that shouldn't stop you from having an amazing time there, seeing the park in ways most other visitors cannot. As we push further north and deeper into Grand Teton National Park, the scenery only gets more beautiful. But as we push deeper into the park, the roads also become more snow-packed and can be treacherous. Watch out for the occasional patch of black ice, but I found that for the most part, the roads were fine. As for four-wheel drive and chains, did I have them? You bet. Did I feel the need to use them? Not at all. Near the north end of Grand Teton National Park, you'll find Jackson Lake. In the summer, it's a place to relax and escape from the heat of the day, but in the winter, the frozen-over lake is a breathtakingly pure scene of untouched snow on a backdrop of freshly snow-capped peaks. But unfortunately, the north end of Jackson Lake is about as far as you can go in the winter before you must turn around. The National Park Service closes the highway at the boundary between Grand Teton and Yellowstone National Parks.
So with our adventure at Grand Teton National Park now complete, it's time to render a verdict as to which park boasts the grandest winterscape. Is it Grand Canyon or is it Grand Teton? Now, being matched up against one of the 7 natural wonders of the world is no easy task, but I think I've got to give the nod to Grand Teton. And the Grand Canyon is spectacular under any scenario, don't get me wrong there. But what I found really put Grand Teton over the top was that fresh blanket of snow. There's enough diversity in the landscape that you can get an incredibly diverse array of pictures and video and all of that. The Grand Canyon just doesn't have that diversity. But what really put it over the top for me was seeing Jackson Lake there. Just that pure, untouched blanket of snow was just really, really special. So we're gonna have to go ahead and give the grandest winterscape to Grand Teton.
As we head out the east gate of Grand Teton National Park and out of the mountains to our final adventure on the Oregon Trail in eastern Wyoming, I can't get over just how much more beautiful those mountain landscapes are in the winter as opposed to the summer. And as much as I was looking forward to getting down to lower elevations and seeing some warmer temperatures, you'll soon see Mother Nature had other ideas. On our next adventure, we return to the Oregon Trail in Wyoming, walk along some of the most pristinely preserved wagon ruts on the entire trail, as well as explore historic forts, famous landmarks, and much, much more. But then winter bites hard, real hard. While we struggle to stay on the road even with modern technology, experience just a few of the extreme hardships westbound emigrants faced as the trip culminates in a wild and snowy finish. Will you be tough enough to handle the brutal Oregon Trail winters? Tune into the trip finale to find out.